Oh, okay, well, that's what I thought.
We told everybody we only have 30 ton.
Still early.
Sparingly. Yeah, we gotta wait for March, make it last till March.
And I'm try hard not to waste it.
I would think that
Like this
even,
morning I went out and checked the roads and drove them all, and the wind was blowing the snow off, so I just let them go. Didn't do anything this morning.
what about even like 2/3 grit to like 1/3 salt when you're doing it?
That's
Is that what you're doing?
Two scoops of grit and 1 scoop of salt.
What about 4/6? 2/6.
On special days, on holidays, I go with the 4/6 combination.
You can't work on holidays. No
I don't
overtime.
get holiday pay anyhow.
You don't?
No.
How do you not get holiday pay?
I
You
don't
get paid
get-
for Christmas, you get paid
Well, I
for
don't
New
get
Year's.
but I don't get overtime if I'm working.
Oh, well.
Oh, that was during a meeting. He volunteered that.
Well, I don't, if I get called out on Christmas,
Yeah.
especially with Christmas on Thursday, I take Friday off, so I don't get overtime.
We appreciate that. Okay, 7 o'clock. Welcome, everybody. Please stand, join me for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We're going to start tonight's meeting with the Records Committee meeting. Records disposal, all transient, general, and routine correspondence, and draft minutes per the provisions of the retention period. No changes to the record retention schedule, and no records are being destroyed. And to not confuse, that is defined by public records law as being public records created or received by or coming under the jurisdiction of Berlin Township that serves to document the organization, function, policies, decisions, procedures, operations, or other activities of the Board of Berlin Township Trustees. So we're going to adjourn that meeting and start with our regular meeting. Motion to approve the minutes of the December 1st meeting?
I'll make it. I'll second.
The 2 meetings.
Yes.
2 meetings,
Yeah.
sorry. And I'll vote yes.
Sorry, that was Jason.
Yep. Okay, communications, Dolly?
From Chrysler, we got information about the ABS system on the new truck. You got that information? Okay. Might need reprogrammed or something.
After the next oil change, I'll take it down there
Okay.
and then have that taken care of. There was no hurry scheduled at your convenience.
Okay. From the Health District, we got a copy of a letter sent to the owner at 8579 South Pricetown again. Was this different?
They added the open hole that was there for the
Sister?
the cistern well that was added to there.
Okay.
It's secured right now, but they need to secure it.
Okay. All right.
Billy, can I get a copy of that, please?
Sure. Bureau of Workers' Comp, things are changing. From what I can see here, Gates should be contacting us earlier than usual about setting up our group membership. And then July 31st, 2015, group retrospective rating, individual retrospective rating, and the deductible program and the one claim program. I don't know what those two are.
Okay.
The only thing that changes in 2015, they're saying, after they say all that, they say all these changes are coming. Then they say the only thing that changes for you in 2015 is the enrollment deadlines. So you kind of have to read between the lines on these things. Heading into 2016, there will be a 12-month transition credit to us. How are they going to do that?
No, because you're going to have to do the 12 months for 2015 plus the 2016.
Yeah, they'll spread the transition credit across your premium for the 2015 and 16 policy years. So I'm not sure what they're doing. We'll just have to stay on top of this and know that we may be paying double premiums throughout a 2-year period. Okay?
Well, shouldn't it just be the 1 year? Because then in 2000...
But I mean, it looks to me like they're spreading it out over the 2
So you don't have
years,
to-
and at the end of 2016, we should be up to date.
Okay.
That's how I'm reading it.
Well, that would make sense, because then what they're doing, instead of you having to pay all the money up front at one time, they're giving you more time.
Yeah. We will do this by providing a 50% transition credit to your policy year 2015 payroll report and 2016 premium invoice due. Got that?
Sure.
Duly noted.
True.
So, just so we know, there's changes coming in, and we should know that we're probably going to be paying double here, so we get caught up. Concern, Pat Kua on Berlin Station Road. The road sign was missing at 534 on Berlin Station. Jody contacted the county engineer and the sign has been replaced. Okay. From Pam Hoyle, we got a proposal for mowing for the cemeteries and the grounds. Equipment, labor, materials, insurance. I will mow each as needed unless told to do otherwise. North Cemetery 170, a mowing. West Cemetery 160, a mowing. And Town Hall grounds 150, a mowing.
That's not considered a bid, right?
No. No, because we haven't bid it out yet. Well, actually...
Actually, they're
We're-
a rollover. As
Right.
long as we approve.
As long as it was part of the bid contract that we could negotiate if they wanted to continue on, then they would have to contact us, let us know, tell us what their prices would be. If we were happy with their service, we would consider continuing their contract.
Because I noticed that she put there's like 3 copies in there. I didn't know if we were supposed to... If we were supposed to open that up, if it was supposed to be bid one to...
No, she had the option to renew.
Okay.
And there is a slight increase, because everything was $150 last year. Ongoing rising cost of equipment and maintenance along with insurance and labor.
Overall, $30 increase for all 3 properties.
Yeah.
I'm happy with
I'm
the
extremely
work.
happy with the work that they do. Every time we've had a function, it's looked nice, and they go out of their way to clean it up. I mean, I'm very pleased with what we're getting, so,
I'd make a motion to renew their contract.
I'll second that.
yes.
Okay, I will let them know then, okay?
Thank you, Dawn.
And give her all the paperwork,
What is the name go by?
the Triple H. Okay, annual financial report has been submitted to the state auditor. It is done. We're over into 2015. The copy is for you guys, and anybody else that is interested can view it here at the town hall. Okay, Frank Gates, Bureau of Workmen's Comp, has notified us that Bureau of Workmen's Comp, we're required to take a 2-hour safety training course. Training must be completed by 12/31/2015.
I'll look that up online and sign up for something.
Awesome.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay. Do we have to
Actually,
officially
they're decent
designate him as a
classes.
representative?
I don't think you,
No, I
as long
did
as,
last year, so.
as long as you put the,
Yeah, and I kind of did something, I did hazmat, so it
yeah,
it
that's
benefited
right.
me for the fire department
Yeah.
also.
Right.
And I just took the full day class.
As long as you have our workers' comp
Yeah,
number, right?
Well, yeah, I'm already signed up on their website, so I just have to just go on and register.
Okay, is that all right with everybody?
That sounds
That's
fine.
fantastic with me.
Okay.
What a guy. Way to step up.
My job is to make you look good, Jason.
From the health district, we got an application, like we always have to sign every year, okay? So, to operate a commercial wastewater system. So you guys want to sign these with the minutes? Okay. All right. Cemetery policy. What's your feelings?
I think it's good, and as long as the, I'm going to put my copy off, as long as, and that's what Denny and I were talking about, looking at the lot forms, instead of putting the policy on the lot forms, just to list on there that they are available upon request, and that the rules and regulations are subject to change. That way, because even though you buy a lot today, if you use it tomorrow, or actually use it a year from now or 2 years from now, then the rules that would be on the deed or even on the lot purchase would be
And that's what I
possibly
should
changed.
put on the deeds too, correct?
That's what I was thinking we should go with.
I actually was thinking, now that the cemetery information's organized and online, I was going to print out a sheet and a map and post it in a frame posting, like in the mausoleum, and then use the old bulletin board that's back at the ball field for the North Cemetery. We could also post up-to-date cemetery guidelines with that
We could do
posted.
that. We could do that
That way,
too.
you know, because I was thinking now it's, somebody's looking for something, they go in, find the name, find it on the map, also have the policies posted on it.
That would work.
So,
Okay, so does,
I'll make a motion to approve the cemetery policy.
I'll second that.
And I'll vote yes.
okay, I'll see that you get a copy of this then, Kevin.
Yeah, that's
I've got it on,
oh, letterhead, okay.
so I'll give you copies, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
Or email it, that way I have it saved in an email.
okay,
That way I have it.
all right. Can do. I think that's all, Joe, in communication. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, no.
Just kidding.
Where's Kevin's list? Oh, here it
You
is.
threw it away already?
No.
Come on,
Yes,
look at it.
we did.
From Kevin, we have items completed in 2014, and we've got the blacktop, the outer looped driveway, and install new driveways. This is what he wanted to do in
Last year.
2014,
And the
right?
highlighted
And that's what
items.
was done.
Right,
was what
and
we
he
completed.
highlighted what was done. Okay, you've all got a copy of this? Okay.
Yeah, it's going to happen this year.
2015, here we go. I would like to build a pavilion or building in the North Cemetery for storage and graveside services. I think something looking like a small country church would look great.
Just idea. That's all they are.
It's a
Okay.
nice idea.
I made a little picture. Did you see the little picture?
Yeah. Yes.
That is
It
that
actually looks
drawing.
like Mount Moriah.
Yeah. No, it's kind of
Yeah.
thought behind it. But I mean, we could get prices. I mean, split face block would look the best with some windows, but going on cheaper rate, we can go with the pavilion at first and then slowly put sides on it.
Is there any reason that that can't be a part of a community project? In other words, if we had some people that would like to donate money into it or anything like that, is there any reason we couldn't? I wouldn't mind heading up something like that and maybe putting something together to maybe raise some funds for something like that.
Oh, yeah. I don't see, there's usually no issues with that.
No.
And maybe involving Eagle Scout project.
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. I mean, we could do, I'm sure the Historical
Yeah, like I said, I
Society
mean,
might be
you could
interested in
go-
something like that. The Rear Cans would be interested in something like that. We could put a plaque. I'm sure that we would have, I'm sure there's a lot of
And
residents in the township that might be
And the
interested.
kale burial seemed to be when it's minus 30 out, so they would probably appreciate it.
We like it when it's cold.
It seems like the last
Yeah.
couple times you guys been out there.
Yeah.
but-
So are you talking like a pavilion type thing?
Well, we can go, depending on what we have as far as funds or what direction we want to go. I mean, ideally, would be a nice block building and build it up as, kind of like I pictured, or just a garage, like an open garage. Or if we want to go a cheaper way and do it over a period of time, we can put a cement floor in and put it in as a pavilion, just so someone has a roof to go into, and then the following years put some walls on it or whatever.
I was thinking if you were talking about storage, maybe some kind of small storage shed or something that we could do, and then possibly consider purchasing a tent that we could use for,
Well, the tents are provided.
Okay,
That's,
so,
the family pays for the tent all the
right,
time.
okay, so if that's the case, then what would be the point of having it for the services?
Just a nicer place, and you're out of the wind, and it's a steady place, and when we do have a lot of snow, I don't have to shovel areas clear for people to walk in the mud. They can actually pull in, do the services there, and everybody remain on the blacktop, and you know, now when you have a graveside, people have to, you know, you're walking through the mud and
I
stuff.
could see
mean,
maybe more of a pavilion, I don't know about an actual building, because for cost and stuff, but,
I mean, the storage is important, as just as a place for
Okay.
service. The storage is just, well, if you're putting a building, you might as well put
Mm-hmm.
a storage area off to the side,
No,
or part of it.
you're not looking at something that's really immediate,
No, it's
next year or two, couple.
yeah, that's all these lists are, it's just, here's some stupid ideas Kevin Wyndham had.
Give me
To throw out
some
there.
kind of a...
Nothing
Yeah,
stupid.
well, that's, I mean, none of these, I'm saying I want or need, it's just trying to keep you
An
guys
idea.
informed, so you know
Yes.
what's out there and could be done to benefit the township.
Give me some kind of an idea on, or give us some kind of an idea on about how much money you think it would take for a nice building.
Okay, I can round up a couple prices and give you.
And maybe, you know, like how we did with your iPad, maybe we can look at something like that on a bigger scale and maybe get a hold of some people and maybe sell it as a community project.
Okay.
Okay, the international truck needs bed work and a new spreader box.
Just kind of give you a heads up on that one. I'll probably, we got a lot of the mechanics and maintenance done on it this year, or last year. And, this year I'll probably get some bed work and body work done on it.
We do
So-
have repair money.
And the spreader,
Okay.
and the spreader boxes.
Okay.
Yeah, and the spreader box, they're $1,500.
Like-
I think
What do you ballpark are you thinking?
$2,000. And it's all, that's,
Okay.
as far as weight, that's probably the cheap side of things.
Okay, because we do have repair money in that one fund, that's what we use.
Yeah,
that
we
for.
set that aside again this year.
Roads needing paved or work done on the driving surface.
Yeah, just let you know where our roads stand. We're all aware Leffingwell Extension is probably which is actually in decent shape compared to other roads in the area, but it's our worst road. And we either need paved, chip and seal, or some skim coating done on it this year. It's beyond patching and cold patching.
Okay, so with that being said, this is going to be a slim pickings year for just about everything.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
I know, but when
Yeah.
we paved those 6 miles of Township Road over those 2 years when we had access to the grant money,
Yeah.
we used the money we had set aside for that as the,
Balance.
Match.
the match
match.
money. So that, I mean, that was $300,000 right there.
Oh, yeah.
So with that being said, and resources are down, even if we discuss options, 2015 is going to be a very, very, very slim
Well,
year.
and even nowadays, even with the diesel fuel and stuff are still up, seal and chips are still running about 100,000 a mile, which is just crazy.
Wow.
We don't have it this year.
Yeah, well, I understand.
So we're going to
That's-
get creative and look for opportunities, but,
But I think something like that, if we work along with Goshen and Smith Township, they do a lot of skim coating where they purchase hot asphalt and drop it on the worst parts of the road and roll it in. Basically a large cold patch job is what it does, and it holds their roads together pretty good.
see, they were supposed to be,
Smith has the roller, Goshen has,
okay, because the county was actually talking at one time about combining to do like road projects. I think that was to bid it out or whatever, where you do so many miles, so you would get a contractor that would do so many miles in different townships, and it was supposed to help with the cost. And I think Canfield and Boardman did something together. We were never actually involved. The small townships weren't involved.
Trumbull County does it all the time.
Yeah.
And so does Columbiana County.
Yeah. So, like I said, alternatives, we're going to start thinking outside the box
Yeah.
for some of these things that need to be done.
and talking to the other townships, everybody's in basically the same boat as we are.
Right.
And as other road department supervisors, we're trying to get together and brainstorm on some ideas so we can bring it back to the trustees
Sure.
and work together
Yeah.
as a
group.
Because some of them are going to be even worse off than us.
Oh.
Once they lose that personal property reimbursement that they're getting, they're going to be we never had any to begin with.
Yeah, and there's some, I've talked to you, and you guys talked to.
They're going to be hurting bad.
But that just gives you an idea where our roads are and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we need to know.
Mhm.
And of course, my tractor's on there again.
Third year running.
Yeah.
Third year running, but
Yeah.
it's on there. And
Well, and
we
you know what,
it's away.
and that's another thing that's actually on my list of priority, because with all the concerns we got last year with the water issues, that 99% of that was not controlled by the township. It had nothing to do with the ditch, and it was the extremely heavy rains, unseasonable rain. And with the fact that we have such flat terrain, I really would like to see us get in a position where we can get a tractor with the bucket and a boom mower, so we can do our own trim work too, which is going to help with our roads, and also with the ditch cleaning wheel, where we can clean the vegetation up. Because when you get a backhoe in there, you're changing elevations. We can't be doing that. Just taking the vegetation out is going to help. We've had a lot of concerns, and because a lot of people are feeling we're not holding up our end as far as maintaining the ditches. I disagree with that to a certain point. I think we do a really good job of the roadside mowing along the ditches, but the vegetation down inside has been an ongoing problem, especially in a couple of different areas. So the tractor thing is actually, if we were to come into a windfall, that would be one of the first things that I would want to buy.
Do you have any idea, because I should put that on the county engineer's, when he wants to know what our equipment needs are?
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking dollars?
80,000?
Yeah, I think the last couple of times we were right around 80,
Okay,
80 to 90.
just so I'm
And on-
giving him a,
Size of boom, size of tractor, you know.
yeah.
I mean, even if we could start out maybe buying from somebody else for nothing or not
Right.
that much,
Yeah.
to get an idea of what it would do to kind of learn on it and stuff, and then go from there. Plus, we have trade-in value on our tractor. Or is that something you'd want to keep too?
No, we wouldn't need to keep it. I mean, yeah, it's always nice to have it, but
Right.
with storage issues and
Right.
stuff like that, it'd be more of a headache to keep.
Okay.
And use the trade-in to help benefit the sale.
Definitely.
And then the fifth point, since we're on there, is just thoughts and dreams of combining the two station and the township garage. Utilizing that middle section, so
Keep dreaming.
keep it on the list.
Keep it on the list.
Right, that's right.
Keep it on the list. Okay, duly noted.
That's good, and he's got marked in the yellow here, the things that we
Mhm.
did do a few.
Yeah, we
You
did
know what, we
get
actually
quite a
did-
bit,
we
knocked
did
quite a
quite a
bit
bit.
off that list last year.
Yeah.
Well, my dreams do come true.
In small little baby steps. Small little baby steps.
Nah, I just like sending that out once, just so you
Yes,
guys
that's
have an
good.
idea.
That's good. Good. Okay, I think I am done now.
Okay, motion to approve the annual financial report.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, and the fiscal year 2014 financial filing with the auditor will be published as per the Ohio Revised Code. Permanent 2015 appropriations are pending. We're awaiting the auditor's 2015 certificate of resources before we do those. Green Team Recycling, the available grants this year is appliance 500, electronics 500, tire 1,500. And do you happen to recall what the contract, recycling contract, what they're going to pay this year?
I don't know the dollar amount, but
Okay.
it's a 4.3% cut from last year.
From last
So we're
year.
down.
4%, yeah.
So we're at 45% cut
Yeah,
now.
I forget the number.
Okay.
Because I think we got 6,000 and something
Yeah, so-
last
so-
year.
So, but,
Wow.
I'll talk about it. Went to the meeting on the 18th. Lou's doing a great job, I think, for what he
Yeah.
was handed and what the green team is. And you weren't filming it. They're going to make a lot of changes over the next 2 or 3 years. I guess we're paying for curbside pickup in a lot of these cities, and the truck goes out and there is no curbside pickup, but that truck's still good. They're going to make a push to get totes out to everybody in those communities so they can utilize curbside. They're going to go with the big, like the Allison totes, so people can actually put cardboard and all recyclables in it and
At a
utilize.
location? At a location
No,
or?
on, for
Curbside.
curbside.
Okay.
utilize that truck that goes around and make them
Oh,
actually
okay.
pick up stuff. And then
Yeah, see,
eliminate some of the locations like in Campfield and Boardman where the curbside is. That way that'll save money and changing our totes around. But there's a lot of things he's doing, but it's like a 3-year plan.
I think Mike
to get
Caher
things.
said it was like $1 million they spend for curbside
Yeah, and
recycling.
they pick up nothing now because
Yeah.
it's not publicized and stuff. And I didn't realize that until this meeting.
Yeah.
But they're gonna try to utilize that to save money, and I think Lou seems to be doing a good job for what he's
Yeah.
doing.
So this year, are we
So, but
going
we
to
do get
submit
it,
for the appliance and electronics again?
Yeah, I say,
And the tire drive? I think we
I
should
already
skip it
kinda
again.
told him that we're gonna not do that again.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what, and it worked out really well last year because of the other one being so close.
Yeah.
Or was it the one in Youngstown going on the same day or the same week that we were doing it?
Or
Or
something like that, yeah.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and send those out.
And the appliance company that in Youngstown uses, they don't ask for the Freon to be removed, and they still pay scrap price on the appliances. They take care of the Freon and everything.
What one is that?
I forget. We'll have that.
You
I'll get that before
Fixing the
then.
rate's not as good as what we get, because ours is already prepared, so they don't,
Yeah, I'll have to see.
okay.
I was going the Youngstown lady, I was gonna catch her and get that. And I was talking to Lou about something else, and she snuck out on me. I'm sure I'll have another meeting to go to before.
Okay.
Trash pickup.
The Mahoning County Engineer Annual Township Meeting, we haven't gotten information on that yet, when it's going to be held. It's supposed to be held in January, so we haven't received that yet, so when we do, everyone will be advised. Christmas tree recycling continues through January 31st. The OT Winter Conference is January 28th to January 31st in Columbus. Board member reports.
Can I do one other thing, Jody?
Sure.
Can I ask you to amend temporary appropriations in order to pay for the workers' comp premiums?
I'll make that motion.
And I'll second it.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I saw it here and
I thought we were going to do that for the permits.
Well, we will,
Okay,
but
they want to see.
yeah,
That's fine.
they want to see it, and I caved.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Denny?
We did everything that, I'm still checking on some of the vacant properties to check on the taxes and the upkeeps, any violations, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. Jason?
No, ma'am.
Good. Okay, fire department?
Speaking for Rick, he's still at work. The fire department, last year we had 29 billed transports. In 2013 we had 22, so
Good.
sticking with about our average. And
Oh,
those-
that's one thing. You know, it's like, I don't know what to estimate for revenue for that
Oh, yeah,
EMS
yeah.
fund.
I would go with,
What do you think?
I would say
Close to what we did?
I'd say 20.
yeah, I would go low side.
Go low.
But see, I mean, dollar-wise, I have my revenue, the revenue budget.
Mm-hmm.
Close to what we did. and-
Average last year and the year before.
Because they all pay different.
Yeah.
You know, you can't say,
Right.
okay, we had 20 transports and they paid $200. It doesn't work
Right.
that way.
Average the two and then subtract.
Cut it in half and then double it. Throw it out there.
Don't listen to him.
Throw it out there.
We're giving you a lot of help, are we?
Yeah, average is going to take 10% off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would go on the
Just to give
low
us
side.
a ballpark.
For average.
Yeah, okay.
How would you say in 2013, Kevin?
22.
Okay,
And then last year we did 29.
good.
Cleveland State University, we started our CE. I got everything signed up for that today. Dolly, the bill was on
Oh,
the
is
desk
that
there.
what this is?
Yeah, that was one of the bills right there. That was the CE. We approved a couple months ago, we talked about it, but Rick and I wanted to wait until the first of the year, that way it would start fresh.
This is for you?
That's for every member of the fire department. I think it's
Oh,
20
this is the online thing.
Yeah, it's online, so
Gotcha.
all the continuing education you need for firefighting, EMS, hazmat, confined space, and all that. Cleveland State offers that online, and
That's right.
I forget.
Okay.
It's $20 a student,
Yeah.
and then the initial setup fee was $175.
175, yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's just a one-time charge, and now for years continue, as long as we like it this year, it'll be just $20 per student
Okay,
that we sign up.
okay. But it is for fire and EMS?
Yes, so that'll help with it. You still have to do some hands-on stuff for your continuing,
Yeah.
but that takes care of a lot of it. And Joe also gave me the bill that you PO'd
Yes,
from last year.
Yes.
So you have that,
Yeah.
and that's all covered.
okay.
All right, road department. Okay, is the road department ready?
Road department is ready.
We won our bid for the crack machine from Alliance. I went to the bid opening a couple weeks ago for that, and
The check is in the mail.
everything, yeah.
What are you
Everything
doing
was
with the other one?
I'm going to combine the two machines, take off, and then...
Is it still up at Ripley's?
No, they're both home
Okay.
in our garage. So I'll take off. I had a lot of things I added to the machine that I liked, so I'll get them transferred over and then probably auction it off at Edinburgh. The engine that's on that is a Kubota, 3-cylinder Kubota engine.
Is
So-
it worth more than $2,500?
Oh, yeah. I would
Okay.
think. I would think.
You might as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'd advertise it as that engine and hydraulics, pump. I think that'd be the best way to sell it, not, because the crack machine,
Just as the machine.
yeah, sell it as that engine.
And we can't put a reserve on it, can we?
No, I don't think.
I don't know. Don't know.
I would just hate for somebody to buy it for scrap or something if they didn't know what it was, to utilize it, and if there's something
Yeah.
else on there that we could use on the other machine that we just bought.
Well, I'm going to take everything off
That you need.
that I need and spare parts,
So the only thing that'll be left on it will be the motor?
Scrap.
pretty much.
Okay.
Berlin Station Road and the other newly paved county roads in the township have all been burned and stoned in. I think they did a nice job. Been working actually last month with the decent weather and stuff. I put a lot of time and work into their crypt keeper and got just about all the names and photos of all the monuments and stuff into the crypt keeper. You can go online and find any name that's in our cemetery right now. I might not have all the photos in yet, but all the records are in. I still got to do death certificates.
And by the way, thank you for redoing the index.
So,
That was, we redid the index for the north and the west cemetery. They're up there laying on the table. Nice job.
those are all, you can go online, and I also set it up an online link from Historical Society's web or Facebook.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
So you
good.
someone can go on there, click, and go right in. And
Oh,
I've
nice.
actually got some comments back from people, and they liked it, and also for corrections, I'm not the greatest typer in the world, so obviously there's some corrections as people search.
The question that I have, and I noticed that with one of the lots that I just looked up recently, is even though they're all marked as single lots at a $250 price, I'm marking down in the comments, if it was purchased as a double lot for $450, the initial one would be $250, and the secondary one, I'm marking as $200, purchase with lot, blah, blah, blah. So
Yeah.
if they went in and looked at the accounting aspect of it, because otherwise it would look like it should be $500 that should be there for both lots when they were sold together as a double lot.
Oh, yeah.
So I've made a couple changes like that on ones that I know that that's how they were done.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if that, just to be consistent all the way through, if that's what we want to do. And I just went ahead and marked it down in the notations about why, why the price change was.
Okay. Yeah, like the older ones off the deeds, I just split the deed cost, because it
Okay.
showed the total cost.
Right.
And I just split, if it was $50, I went 25, 20.
Okay.
Actually, I think it was one like $3.50 and $3.50
Oh,
for the old ones.
geez. Okay.
But that was in there. And then I got both old sections of the cemeteries, the information I just took off from the monuments. I also cross-referenced everything with online. That Find a Grave website has a lot of information from our graves, so a lot of obituaries and stuff I was able to transfer from that onto our website, so you can find it.
God forbid if we ever had a natural disaster, there would be no question about who went where and where they
Yeah,
go, where they
and-
belong.
and
And
like
we
when
had
we-
nothing like
Right,
that before.
and,
no.
and like if
That's
we have a
huge.
truck right through the cemetery, we actually have photos of all the
Yep.
monuments. So.
That's monumental.
great.
So.
That's
And I
great.
found out there was in 1905, there was a fist fight that broke out at the West Cemetery that actually has police reports and everything.
I couldn't know.
No, it was Carson's and Hawkins. Hawkins
Oh.
was the Board of Health, and he came down to George Carson's burial for a burial permit, and they didn't have a burial permit, or death certificate. And of course, must have been some bad blood between the two anyhow, and a fist fight broke out, and the police were called. So.
Wow.
Did you find that out at a historical meeting?
No, that's stuff I found online. I found the article online.
Oh, cool.
Oh, jeez.
So, but that was neat. But that's most of this stuff's done. There's still, I think there's over 3,000 bits of information on the website. So, green team meeting, Christmas tree recycling, helped Goshen out once on a burial and Ellsworth on a burial. Also bringing their filled dirt that's not needed for the grave. I've been bringing it back and dumping it on this side of our cemetery to fill in where we removed the stumps and stuff, so kind of benefits us for that. Started work today on the Weidemeyer bathroom upstairs. Got the beautiful pink tile tore down. I know.
Don't cry, please.
I know. I need a couple, I need some, on the back side of that tile was pretty rough, so I'd like to back it up with some Wonder Board before I put the wainscoting up. Carter Lumber doesn't handle Wonder Board, so I need to go to Home Depot for that, so if I can grab a credit card from somebody tonight.
Okay, you also need to get a tax exempt form.
They have all our...
They do?
Yeah, they have
Okay.
it all on the file already, so we're good there. So I'll continue working on get that bathroom back together here soon. I've been checking the roads and treating them as needed, trying to conserve salt. And the wish list, you got that. And also the pressure washer I talked about last month at the meeting. I was talking to Rick and working together. He actually liked that wall unit pressure washer that I found for $800 online. And we were talking, I said, well, it'd be nice actually to have two of them at the fire station, one on each wall so they can spray the trucks off. And then I'll bring the old one from the fire station over to my garage and use it in my garage for me. So actually the fire department would like to get permission to purchase two of them wall-mounted pressure washers.
Before they jump on them, Kevin, I found them for $700 with free shipping.
With the reel and everything?
Everything.
Good.
Exactly the
And,
same.
and the rubber hose? I want to make sure I have the rubber
It's
hose.
exactly the same one.
We're going to make them firefighter proof now, so. So about 14. So if you want to, I mean, if it's approved, if you want to go ahead and handle that from there, Denny, then if that's approved.
You want to look for prices and then we can talk about it at the February meeting?
Well, the ones that they gave me, I took the exact numbers, the exact models and everything, and went right back on. And it's actually from the same company, but they listed on eBay at $100 cheaper
Oh,
with free shipping.
so $700 versus.
$699.99.
Because actually the $800 price was,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay,
I-
you pay that.
because the $800 price was pretty phenomenal, I thought, for that type of
You reimburse
price.
me if you like.
It'd be better just use credit card. Just use a township credit card. It's just easier. The auditor doesn't like to see the reimbursements.
Let me see how I can do that as far as finding it on my account, or else we could we'll pick something up.
Yeah, that's going to be the thing.
Just
because
set up your PayPal through the township credit card.
Yeah.
As the
One
secondary.
thing about, like, it makes me nervous about leaving that on file.
No, don't worry about it.
Well, you know what, we have $1,500 limit on
Yeah.
the credit card, so,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's one.
Actually, don't we already have a PayPal account?
Yeah, because they take the crypt keeper.
Yeah, we
Oh.
already have a PayPal, we already have a
If we have a
PayPal
PayPal
account.
account, then we can
Yes.
just make sure that we have the money in there, and then I can go ahead and...
Okay, well, let me find the information for you.
Sure.
So they're getting 2 of those. Somebody want to make a motion for that?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
And I'll vote yes.
Since Rick ain't here, I need to spend some more of his money.
Yeah.
That works. We'll
Actually,
take
I
these
mean, I'm
hand-me-downs
glad
for a
I'm
while.
glad it was delayed because it does work out better that way and it benefits them a lot.
So
more
the
than
old
other.
one that they have over there, it's not an electric one like you want it?
It's electric, but it's gas
Oh, it is?
backup, so I'll bring in, if I used a boiler on it, I just have to open the door for mine.
And that's what I was thinking about after the last meeting, because I thought, electric and water and usually, but yeah, if you're inside, you have to have the doors hanging wide open
Yeah,
to use
so-
stuff.
But I'll just, won't use hot water all the time, which is fine. I think it'll work out good that way. And I can get that one fixed up a little better than what it is now too.
Yeah.
Firefighters are rough on so. That's all I had.
Okay, crime watch?
Only thing I have is Laughing Well and Duck Creek. That sign at the end, Laughing Well and Duck Creek,
Mm-hmm.
down, it's gone.
Nothing wrong with that, great.
So I think that's county, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The road sign?
Well, is it Loving Well?
Well, it has the arrows on. Two
You have to
arrows.
turn one
Oh,
way or the other.
the straight up.
Job in the road.
It's a dead end.
Yeah, that's county on the Duck Creek Road.
The
The-
zigzag?
The
Not the
arrow.
road
The-
sign,
Not
but
the road
the,
sign.
Yeah, not the road sign, the double arrow sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody hit that and I straightened it out, now it's
Somebody
going
took
up.
it, I think. I didn't see it laying there.
Okay, so you're saying the sign at the dead end of Leffingwell on Duck Creek?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Just bought one, what was that, $120 for one or something?
Call the county. Anything else?
Well, the sheriff says there's no crime out here now.
Really?
We don't have any crime. Oh, we're doing great out here. Very, very little.
That's a good thing.
I didn't
Okay.
even believe them.
We aren't getting that many reports.
You can't believe them.
Just I'm not getting any report. Fire department meeting is Saturday, our regular meeting is Saturday, February 7th at 10 a.m. That's the next meeting. The fire department meeting is at 10, and the township regular meeting is immediately following. So I messed that up there.
Well, don't bring us any of those handies in, because we won't be for that one.
No? Okay, well, I'll have to bring
I know
numbers
I
then.
won't.
I'll bring the numbers. I'll take, you guys can take these now, and I'll bring these guys some in February.
I like teasing you.
Okay, signing of the minutes, unless anybody has anything? Bruce, did you want to say anything? You're supposed to do the camera like this. No?
okay, you just have to make
Okay.
a place for all 3 of you to sign those.
Getting on yours.
Did you get my workers' comp plan for those signing orders?
Yes,
There it is.
I did my hand like that for about half hour.
That's the new one.
Oops,
Oh.
sorry, you want to do that too?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Okay, motion to adjourn accepted. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Okay.
Please disperse slowly, single file.